Welcome to Kennesaw, Georgia, in the greater Atlanta area and home to the Owls of Kennesaw State, where these fans have been eagerly anticipating this one all week. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Syracuse Orange, taking on a team from Conference USA, the Kennesaw State Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Owls' offense is on the field for the first time today. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Second and 10 after the previous play. He'll pull it on the read. Gets it past the marker. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Going over the top. Caught at the 25. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
This offense is humming less than a minute inside the red zone. It's first and 10 from the 20. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Pressure coming. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And that's a great job by the defense not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can, you got to keep the edge. Did a great job. He went backwards, retreated, gave up some ground. They didn't give up the outside, got the sack on the play.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. They try to pop a run on the draw. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Now that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on third and long. Looking to pass. It's Bryson. He's got the back in the middle. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Great job by the defense. You want to get him in third and long. You know it's a passing situation. You know you get the guy on the ground. You know it's fourth and long now. It's a good chance for you to be successful, and hopefully that punt unit coming on the field.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. And it's right down the boulevard. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Syracuse's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver working the curl route. Receiver got his depth, and he fought back to the football, helping make that completion a whole lot easier.
Syracuse right back at it. The inside handoff. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. They get to the line quickly. Back to pass, it's McCord. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give him a first down.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Complete downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
They'll go to the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Allen. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Syracuse.
And listen, if I have a playmaker and running back like that with that kind of speed, yeah, I'm going to throw the swing to him too. He drops back, surveys the field. He says, I know my guy can make a play, gets the ball in his hands right now on the swing. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. The give to the left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Bryson. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Works the middle. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these third downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and a flow. Nice job reading the defense. A beautiful pass.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Coming after it. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
And everybody knows when you're running that play action, that fake has to be great. Everybody has to bite it for it really to work. Defense didn't bite it, didn't bite the bait, went after the quarterback, got him on the ground.
Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. He's got it. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down.
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won 3rd down and forced him on 4th down.
Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Now this offense will take the field again. Looking for space. It's Ashley. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Trying play action. Wide open downfield. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
That big play really has them in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 11. They're going to run it to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch.
And they knocked him down almost immediately.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be fourth down.
You know good and well the quarterback wanted to push the ball down the field, wanted to throw for the first down, couldn't do it because the defense had taken it away. He did the right thing, didn't turn it over, dumped it off to his running back. His running back got some positive yards, but guess what? Now it's decision time. It's fourth down.
It is perfect. And with those 3 points, we'll finish off the first quarter. Guys, we're at the end of the quarter, and Syracuse has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered in.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide out in motion. Off the play fake. Almost a D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be 3rd down.
I feel like the defense is just living rent-free inside the quarterback's head right now. Of course, they got the pick last drive, and they almost got a pick right now. Right now, they are fooling this quarterback with pre-snap and post-snap looks. This quarterback doesn't know where to throw them.
Scanning the field, it's McCord. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Defense is about learning the plays. 3rd down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Big first down sack for the defense. Brings up 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Allen. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Makes the grab inside the 30. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Cuse. And once he got loose, it was all over. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 14-6. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished the drive with a 64-yard scoring toss. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. They've had a couple of productive drives, but they've had to settle for field goals in 2 of their 3 previous possessions, Jesse.
Yeah, this is an offense that takes a lot of pride in execution, and they feel like they should have scored a touchdown every single drive. So while it's been good, not great, David, just execute a little bit better, and they could put this one in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think you point that out. We went all the way down the field on 2 of our first 3 drives and got field goals. Now, just a little better execution when that field starts to shrink and it gets a little bit more difficult.
A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
Grab near the sticks. It's Moss. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Quarterback on the keeper. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
The lone back's got it. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Bryson. Quickly out to the tight end. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
They pick up the 1st down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Hand off from the shotgun. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let it go to work.
Kennesaw State coming out with another 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
You know, one of the tricky parts with play action for a quarterback is that when you turn your back to the defense to sell the play fake, you have no idea what's going on behind you. You don't know what the coverage has become, and you don't know which D linemen have won their one-on-ones. The worst thing is you turn around after the play fake, and bam, that defender's right in your face.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on 3rd down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
And this offense has gotten off to a good start on 3rd down, but this is a different deal on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw, setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Great job on defense. They did their film study. On 3rd down, they're trying to dial up the screen, see if they can get these pass rushers way up the field, but no can do. They get a tackle for loss on the play, now setting up 4th.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. The give to the back. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's McCord. Quick strike complete. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. Syracuse right back at it. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Just a short pass to the tight end. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, 1st down.
Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line, they'll have it 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Throws to the tight end. He makes the catch. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Trying to get to it. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. They keep attacking through the air. Dumps it to the back. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down.
Love the competitive nature by the defender on that play. That's just a 50-50 ball, and that defender swatted it away.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Looking downfield, it's McCord. Finds his big tight end. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. Trying to find his man on first down. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points, and you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Going up top on first down. Getting some heat. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's Bryson. Makes his connection. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. Looking to move it through the air. They get to him as he throws. Catch in the middle, it's Moss. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks, that's just ridiculous.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On second down, he'll let it fly. He's moving out of the pocket. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. "57 yards out, and he powers it through the uprights. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very entertaining first 2 quarters of football in Kennesaw. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Fifth Third Bank Stadium.
The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field, starting this third quarter on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intention. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
Looking for a man. It's McCord. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Not not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Syracuse will be forced to punt. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They'll run it to the right. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10 from the 38. He's looking to throw it. Floats it out in space. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
Brings up 2nd down.
The completion short of the sticks, it's 2nd down. Now on the counter. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
A lot of coaches put a lot of emphasis on situational type running, right? When it's a goal to go to situation, short yardage situation, like when I need to run the football and they know I'm running the football. Right there, haven't had a lot of success, but I needed a few yards to get the 1st down. Great job by the offensive line, creating some space and getting the 1st down.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of that.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They're trying to get to him. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Man, this poor quarterback, he's got no time. You got to protect your quarterback. You got to find different ways to do it. Sometimes it's not working with 4 wide receivers. Maybe you bring in a couple tight ends, go max protection, more guys blocking, less guys in routes, but you got to find something to have success.
Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. To the air, it's McCord. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Hey, it's important on offense in the passing game. You've got to have balance, and I mean you got to be able to attack different thirds of the field. You got to work the perimeter to both sides, but you got to let the defense know, too, that you're not afraid to go over the middle, and they did right there.
Syracuse right back at it. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The play action fake. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Those play-action passes take a little bit longer to develop, right? Because you still have the fake, and then the quarterback turns his back to the defense, has to reset. You got to protect him a little bit better than that, or the fake's got to be a lot better.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Syracuse will send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. They'll leave it with him. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
To the ground. He's got it again. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
And you see on that play the confidence that he has in that playmaker on the perimeter of the field. He's already had a couple catches in this game. It seems like he's always open. And right there, nice job fitting that football into a small space and great awareness by the receiver getting his feet down in bounds.
From the gun, running back on the move. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Gain of 1. 2nd down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to power their way ahead. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yard. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd down.
Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. Some misdirection with the counter. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
Wants to throw. It's Bryson. Using the quick game. They make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give.
He's tackled at the 23-yard line. 2nd down.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. Finds his man in the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. They're bringing heat. And they get the sack right out of the gate.
This poor quarterback has been running for his life. He has never been able to get his feet set, stare downfield, and try and pick this defense apart because he's constantly throwing with pressure in his face.
This drive was rolling, and then it got thrown into reverse. Here's a 2nd and 18. Dropping back, it's Bryson. Gets open down the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll run play action. Nice move to keep moving. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
I'll tell you what, coaches want you to do your best work late in the ball game. He did his best work. Great job taking off. Biggest run of the day after grinding this game out, makes it explosive, now trying to put this game in a good situation.
A 1st down run in the red zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
He's brought down at the 4-yard line. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. On the option. He'll pitch it. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Owls!
And a great job by the quarterback, Reese, making the right read. I got to get that defense to commit to me. Now I pitch it. Running back catches it. I'll take this. I'll do the rest. But it was a great read by the quarterback.
After the score, they need this two-point conversion to tie. They'll try to run it in. He is denied. Stopped short of the goal line, trying to tie the game, and he will not get the two-point conversion. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
15.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. After giving up that last touchdown, they've still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
They're working that left side, and they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And how about this offense, man? Being able to succeed, still winning without their bell cow, without their star being their star. This offense has not had a great game on the ground, but they're still in the lead.
Syracuse right back at it. They'll go to the counter. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Well, you got to give this offense a ton of credit because normally they've got the lead because of this running back. Today, it's actually despite him. They really haven't gotten the production out of him that they expect week in, week out. You got to give the defense credit for that. But other guys on offense have been able to step up enough to make the plays necessary to give them the lead.
Now the play fake. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense.
We talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, 1st down.
Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Got it in the middle, it's Kent. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play-action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different things. It makes me come up and use my eyes and play run. And these tight ends are so valuable to find space behind. Knew where he was going with the football the whole time.
And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
This defense has taken the game over. They're winning the game in large part because of how dominant they've been up front and how good their pass rush has been.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
He's going to run it. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
This is why 3rd down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes. They put faster guys on the field, and they've got all of their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for, some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line. It confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something.
And it's blocked. What a huge play. Pulled down at the 26-yard line. It'll be 1st down right there after the block punt. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think we can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Back to throw, it's McCord. Release to the back. All alone, he's got it. Touchdown, Orange! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the 4th. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Number 15, set to advance on the football.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Feeling some heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. And after the loss on that last one, an all-important 2nd down play from the 12. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse.
And how about that back-to-back sacks? You want 2 sacks in a game. That's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback and getting him on the ground.
Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got his man quickly.
You know, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, 3rd and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these 3rd downs.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. The offense starts with a short field. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Syracuse. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Number 1.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
They'll line up to go for 2. To the air, it's McCord. He's got it, had just enough room on the sideline to get the 2. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. To the air on first down. On the move, he fires. It's caught. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. He wants to throw. He's right on target. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. He's going to pass. He's got his man, makes the grab. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. And the offense just going to spike it here.
It leads to second down.
They'll run this play from the pistol. Looking downfield, it's Bryson. Pressure coming. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee.